Hi guys, Kevlar here. This is our Q2 GPU price review video. So again, we're going to have another look at the eBay prices in the last quarter, compare them to the previous quarter, and we'll look at the graphs and see how the trend is looking. Let's get straight into it. Right, okay, so to start off with, again, I'm using eBay UK, searching for the graphics cards, and down here I am selecting the conditions, everything. So new, open, never used, refurbished, used, but I'm not including the for parts not working because obviously we don't want to see broken cards. That's going to skew our numbers. And then I'm only looking at sold completed items and basically where the graphics card, so you'll see the different graphics cards I'm looking at, where you can actually pick and specify whether it's a TI etc or non-TI, then I am, but where you can't, so in this example the RTX 3070, I'm only searching for 3070 and there's no option here to pick between TI or standard, so it has all 3070s in this bracket. So eBay lets you have a 3-month history of sold items, so that's why I've got my Q2 numbers in here. So these numbers we're looking at today are going to be from April to June, but I've also got Q1 January to March in the same spreadsheet, so we can look at the full year to date view as well. Okay, so jumping into it, we're going to start off on the Q2 average just to show that we can see the trend going down again. So we're starting here at the start of April. This is the average price of graphics cards sold on eBay for all of the graphics cards that we've taken the data for. So in this quarter, it started off, sorry, the numbers are very small, but I'll let you know what they are. So that's between 350 and 400 pounds. So we're looking at about 375 average there, and it's crawling down. So at the end of June, we're now in between the 250 and 300 price bracket. So we're looking at 275. So the average price of a GPU sold out of the ones that we've sampled, it's gone down by £100 in the last quarter. So if we take a look at the full year average, this is where we were. So this is the full year that we've taken from the start of January all the way until now. So obviously this middle point here is where we've started the Q2 review. So we started off between 500 and 600 pounds. So we're looking at average of about 550, 575. And you can see there was a really steep decline in the first quarter of this year. Now I wasn't expecting the second quarter to be quite as obvious, because I kind of felt like the cards have kind of stabilized a little bit, but obviously I'm a bit wrong. They have continued to go down. Maybe they've stabilized a little bit more in the last month or so. But yeah, so Q1 really steep drop, but Q2 is carried on going down. But in total we've gone from between 550, 575 average all the way down to this 275 mark, which is great. So let's have a look at the Q2 numbers by actual graphics card series. So the GTX series, because I like to include these because a lot of people, you know, can't afford the brand new cards, the big cards. So I've picked some of the popular cards which people can go for building a nice used PC, some decent gaming. So we've got the GTX 1080, which is the blue line, the GTX 1070, which is the orange line. We've got a GTX 1060, which is the grey line. GTX 1660 Super is the yellow line, and then the real lower end is the GTX 970. So it's not quite so obvious on this, but I'd say still looks like a downward trend. If we take a few examples, so 1660 Super and the GTX 1080, they've always been around about the same sort of price. So you can see there, they both started up here and they're ending down here. So again, they've definitely seen a reduction. I mean, all of them have really. The 1070, yep, so at the start of this quarter we were looking at spending more around, you know, 200, just over 200 pounds, and now we're looking more around the 150 pound mark. So looking good. If you go to the 20 series card, so there's always a few anomalies. I try to remove some silly results that I find, but obviously I've left one in there. Sometimes for some reason you see and you look like maybe someone's just spent £2,000 on a 2060, which can't be true. So I delete those those figures out just to try and keep the trend looking as it should. But again, anyway, trend is going down. You can see they're going down. So we got the RTX 2080 in the red, and that's with the Super as well. Again, that was starting off this quarter 500 odd pounds, and now we're ending around the 400 pound mark. Then you got the 2070s and the 2060s, both including the Supers, and yet again trending downwards. Then over to the 30 series cards. So we've got the 3080 at the top, we've got the 3070 in the middle, and the 3060. 3080, I think it does tend to be the more expensive cards that we're seeing a more dramatic drop, which is nice. But again, a nice slope down for all. So if we look at all of them together, everything is dropping, everything's going down. I'd say it looks to me, and I feel the prices that everything's at now, probably maybe not so much the 30 series cards, maybe they might continue to drop a bit more because they are the newer ones, they're still more expensive, they can drop, especially when the 40 series cards come out. But I'd say the 10 series cards at the bottom here, I would say surely they're about leveling out now. I don't know if they're going to go down a hell of a lot more. They might continue to go down a little bit, but I think they're going to start to level out a bit here. We've already looked at that average, so if we ping over to the full year view again, let's look at the full year total. It's such a nice picture. I mean, if we looked at this last year, which is a shame because I only started doing this review this year when the cards were coming down in price. I'd love to have some data from 2020, 2021 until now just to see those spikes going up and then how it's dropped down this year. Because I'm sure the cards, I'd say middle of last year or even higher. So I think we would start it off even higher than these points if we started this sort of mid last year. But anyway, massive trend down. It's looking really good. Great for builders, you know, that buy used parts to build PCs. Great if you're building your own PC. Should you buy one now? It's a tough question, isn't it? Because you got the new graphics cards coming out. I'd say it's all down to what you can afford. You know, yeah, if you can't afford one of the brand new cards and you're looking at a 10 series or a 20 series, then yeah, I'd say buy one because they're at a reasonable value now. But obviously if you can afford more, then yeah, maybe wait for the 40 series. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just looking at these trends, and for me, nice picture. It's come down loads since the start of the year. Still looks like it's going down, or it has been going down this quarter. Will it continue going down? I'll be interested to see what next quarter brings. Anyway, interesting results. They continued to go down more than I thought they would, because I kind of thought they were reaching some okay prices at the end of last quarter. I didn't think they would continue to go down so much, which I'd say they're nearly at where they should be. Yeah, look forward to seeing next quarter's results. But thanks for watching. Hope you found that useful. Please do give us a like and subscribe if not already done so, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.